Hey, GenderqueerChat. So, sorry. So it's Tuesday, and we have a pretty interesting topic this week. So I will probably just get right into it. Let me read it. Okay. So the topic this week is, how do you deal with gendered things? And the examples are clothes shopping, bathrooms, forums, etc. I guess that the way that I mostly deal with this kind of stuff is to avoid it, or to find other routes of doing something, you know. So that's primarily the way that I deal with this stuff, which is totally unfortunate. I don't know, I haven't found much better ways to deal with things than you know, alternatives to whatever it is I'm trying to do, like clothes shopping. I wouldn't necessarily shop in stores as much, because I just can do that, a lot of that stuff online. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, so I guess how I deal with that is mostly avoidance, I guess, and then if I have to deal with something and like I'm confronted with it and I really do have to do that, like a bathroom, that's like a public bathroom, then I'll just fucking deal with it, and you know, at least having some foreknowledge, I guess, is good, because I'll kind of be able to like anticipate that an experience isn't going to be very comfortable. It's so bright. Here we go. Yeah, so I think just kind of having a foreknowledge of the fact that something uncomfortable is going to happen is really helpful, and that helps me to deal with something a lot better, especially when it is one of these kind of gendered experiences, or an experience where I know that it's possible I will be invalidated and not feel comfortable. So it's good to know that that stuff's kind of coming up, and then be able to sort of internally do something that helps. So I don't know, more specifically I'll try to talk about some of those examples. Clothes shopping, I guess I can talk about clothes shopping first. Clothes shopping isn't something that I do a whole lot, although I actually really kind of like it. I think it's like a fun kind of thing, especially if I were like with friends, I would do that more. So yeah, mostly like these days I just kind of avoid that. This is actually a new shirt that I got, and I got that for my birthday, which was last something. It was like the 12th, so yeah. This was given to me, and this is actually really cool. My mom actually gave this to me, and I was like, that's really impressive, Mom, for like actually getting me something that is like this, you know. It's kind of what people would consider feminine, perhaps. So I was really proud of her for doing that. So that's one way to deal with these gendered situations, is to have someone magically do something for you. Yeah, so that's actually really good news in a way. Although slightly unrelated, but yeah. Yeah, so as far as stores and stuff go, I usually I wouldn't really do a whole lot of clothes shopping in the store. A lot of that stuff that I've done online. There was a time a couple years ago where I did go clothes shopping. It was a little bit much. There was like a lot going on for me, so it was just it was a good experience in the way that like I'm glad that I did it and stuff, but I wasn't all that comfortable with different things, and I had kind of recently come to accept my transness in a way, and so that was like a whole nother time. And but that's like one time where I definitely went clothes shopping. I was like, I'm gonna buy these clothes because they're the kind of clothes that I want to wear, and it validates me and stuff. So that was really good. It was good that I did that. As far as the experience, it was like weird and uncomfortable, and I felt kind of judged and hated a little bit, and ignored, and all that kind of stuff. So because of those kinds of experiences, mostly because I'm being perceived as some kind of man who is then, for some unknown reason, invalidating their masculinity or whatever, which is not me. That's a total misperception. So yeah, because of a lot of those misperceptions, people can be assholes about things, and because of their kind of hate and ness, because of all of that stuff, that tends to make me want to avoid different experiences like clothes shopping. So yeah, so mostly I deal with that stuff by avoiding it, and I really do like to face like things that are uncomfortable for me a lot of times, but this is one of these things where it's like it sucks because it's not about my comfort level. Like, I can do that and be okay with it, but I know that there's like a rather constant variable, which is that there's always going to be some assholes out there, which will fuck up the entire experience for me, to be honest. So like what I would like from a clothes shopping experience just flat out can't happen in most places, like when it's supposed to be kind of like a light and fun thing, and I go over here and I try these things on and be like, oh my god, does this look cute, and stuff like that. Like, instead of being able to do that, if I were to kind of do that and be myself and be in a good place and let myself be there, people would be total pricks, at least there wouldn't be enough really mean people to make the experience like totally not worthwhile. You know what I mean? It's kind of a deal breaker as far as clothes shopping goes. So anyways, I don't want to dwell too much on that, but yeah, that's sort of like how I deal with that a little bit, is to just mostly do clothes shopping online, and to be aware of the fact that those are my feelings around those kind of situations. Those are my experiences for the most part. So how I deal with that is to kind of be aware of what it is that makes me want to avoid certain things and what my alternatives are, and stuff like that.